I have an international audience. It's all just sitting around bullshitting, if I may speak freely. Because unless you are going to hire a lawyer or find a lawyer, like from the ACLU, to sue the FAA, so the thing is, when someone breaks the law and no one holds them to account, they get away with it. So if the FAA is violating U.S. Code 241 and 242,
Yeah,
no
possible next point,
one
but not
doesn't
the
matter
BPA.
unless you're going to
I don't
sue
want to
them
do a next
over it.
point. That's the whole
Now,
point of that. So that's not a
if
next
you can
point.
convince a
I want
lawyer to
to
sue
do
them,
VPN.
more power to you. But I will say that just because unless you are a lawyer yourself, versed in federal law, just because it looks like something breaks the law on the surface to a layperson, oftentimes you talk to a lawyer and they go, "Oh no, the words don't mean what it sounds like they mean," and they tell you why it doesn't actually have a case. So I wish that were true, Ho Operator. It may or may not be true, but if we're not going to sue them, it doesn't really matter. Underdog FPV, thank you for $5. In your Orca interview, they mentioned trying to partner with DJI for future products. Have you heard anything more about this? I have only Orca likes to waggle their eyebrows at you and go, yes, maybe. It's unclear what they actually have cooking. At the moment, they seem to be working very hard on delivering goggles to customers. That seems to be the thing people are most interested in. What they might be doing in the future, I don't know. It would be fantastic if they did have a digital goggle module that was DJI capable.
Divine. Push the climb twice already.
For the time being, though, who knows?
Stupid fuck.
I don't have any information. That's all I can say. Kim Kalfas Jr., thanks for $5. Mic drop. Thank you, Jim. Rod Clark, thank you for £10. What analog receiver could you recommend for DJI goggles that is not a module-based receiver? Rod, I got to tell you, the best analog receivers these days are module-based receivers. There are some ground stations, but they just don't have the latest technology. I mean, I guess I would point you at the Clearview ground station if you just absolutely don't want a module. But why wouldn't you just spend $15 on that little bracket adapter for the DJI goggles and use a module like a Rapidfire, a True DX of TBS Fusion? Any of those modules are going to do a great job. If you absolutely want a ground station, I guess I would point you at the Clearview ground station. It's really expensive, though, and it doesn't perform that much. I mean, is it better than Rapidfire? I mean, it's at least as good, but it's like 4 times, 3 times, 2 times more expensive, whatever it is now. Matt Miller says it is possible to crowdfund legal representation. Yeah, I would be all for it. I mean, I do feel like I would really like someone to sue the FAA over this. But what we need is a professional lawyer who is an expert at suing the government and interpreting federal law. Just you and me sitting around and going, hey, Code 241 seems like it's pretty good. What about U.S. versus Cosby? No, you need an expert to tell you how to make this work. And I think that's harder. But that expert might be out there. I mean, Brendan Schulman defended Trappy against the FAA. He works for DJI now. Maybe someday maybe DJI will sue the FAA over this. Nah, that probably won't happen. It would be so cool if it did, though. Zach Cagley, thanks for $5. Zach, I hope I'm saying your name right. I hope it's not Cagely, but there's no E after it, so I hope it's Cagley. JJB, love all you do for us. Please put this towards your FAA comment efforts. Thank you, Zach. Daniel Cole, thanks for $2. Drone ID only makes them happy. I'm not sure it's punchy enough. How about something that focuses on the fact that we fly safely? Yeah, what rhymes with safe, though? Don't destroy our hobby. We can't afford to lobby. That's actually, I really like that one. Don't destroy our hobby. We can't afford to lobby.
You're a fucking idiot.
Go crying to your mommy.
What a stupid fuck. Oh, what a stupid fuck. Losing everything.
Bitefrost owner's thread, post 1327. Let's see how I can go to post. How do I go to post 1327? How do I go to a specific post? I don't want to go to a page. I want to go to a post. How about this? 1327. Post 751.
Oh, what a stupid fuck.
Go to
Oh, what a
page.
stupid
How about
fuck.
100?
Oh, what a stupid fuck. Oh, what a stupid fuck.
1327. I'm close. 85. 1261. 87. 1291. 89. Wait. 12, 13, 27. 13, 21, 22, 23, 27. What does it bite for us? VRX customer. Fat Shark says, I'm not going to post any videos or photos, but final release is on schedule for spring. I've been enjoying flight testing the goggle module. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Well, that's as official as it gets, isn't it? Final release is on schedule for spring. I'm going to guess that's Alan from Fat Shark. So that's exciting. The confirmation that goggle with built-in module exists is very exciting. At the end of the day, I will express the same reserved and polite skepticism that I do with any new exciting product. When Furious FPV True DX was announced, people were like, "Ah, it's going to be so good," and I was like, "Well, let's wait and see." And I mean, I've said that about everything. So I hope that it's amazing. When we see how it performs, then we will know. But for now, of course, hype will build, and I will take a wait and see attitude. But that's exciting that it's coming. Thank you for pointing that out to me, Zemerg JWT. William Croth. That's an interesting chant, William. Thank you for $2, but I'm not going to read that chant. Prairie Mac FPV, thank you for $3. When is the JBF7 coming out? The JBF7, it all depends on when this stupid coronavirus thing lets people go back to work. So I know some people in some areas have gone back to work. I saw that HQ is back at work, and T-Motor is back at work. I think iFlight is not back at work. It just, they have to get back to work before we can work on the flight controller. So it's at least a couple months, and it just depends on when they get back to work. Obviously, their health comes first. IR Squibs, thanks for $5. I lifted the S-Bus pad on the JB flight controller. No soft serial. I did the invert hack on my XM Plus. I still can't get them to talk on UART 6. IR Squibs, the invert hack is the right thing to do. If you do the invert hack and you use RX6 pad, you need to go into the CLI and you need to type set serial RX underscore inverted equals on. That's what you need to do. If you do the invert hack, you have to change that CLI option just to tell the flight controller that you've done the invert hack. Sean Searman, thank you for $20. Big donation. Thank you, Sean. Drones are part of my everyday life with my 4 kids and wife. I literally was almost brought to tears the other morning when my 2-year-old woke me up and said, "Dad, where's my drone?" Chant, remote ID is hypocrisy. That's not bad. That's catchy. Like, what does it mean? I don't know what it means, but it's catchy. I like it. Kegley. Zach Kegley confirms that is his name. There we go. We're caught up on Super Chats. Let me get back to the plebs here. Baytech is in Scotland, where it's 1:27 a.m. Oh my gosh. Thank you for sticking around, Baytech. Drone me once, shame on you. Drone me twice, I'll poo on you. Thank you, Zorro. It's a big honor having Zorro in my live stream. Zorro, I'm gonna make him a moderator. Don't abuse your power, Zorro. Zorro, I love Zorro's gorilla whooping videos. Even though people say that his videos are like ruining the hobby, it's such harmless trolling. It's such harmless and hilarious trolling. And like, if you were doing the same pranking or trolling with not a drone, it would be harmless. But the fact that he's doing it with a drone, people freak out. But I love it, Zorro. I love your sense of humor, dude. OCD FPV in the Discord wants to know what would cause a black box in my video that takes up the majority of the goggle screen. OCD FPV, that's a tough one. It could be, like, let's think about what kind of things can draw on your screen. It could be that Betaflight OSD could be making a black box
to the mall.
on screen. That seems really
What's up
unlikely.
with you? Oh, fuck. I wanted to do a whole beat.
Or the camera.
Every time I try to spit
It's
some
really
bars.
mostly going to... The VTX wouldn't do that. So it's mostly going to be a process of elimination. I doubt that it could also be your receiver module. Your receiver module could be trying to like show a menu or something. It's really going to be a process of elimination. For example, if you see the black box but your friend doesn't, that guarantees that it's your receiver module for your goggles. If you and your friend both see the black box that is on the quad, at that point I would probably like swap the camera, and if it still happens, then it's a flake. So it's really just process of elimination.
I welcome you.
Big Data Pimp points out some
I welcome
goggles
you
will put a box on screen when the SD card is
to
full.
a new
That's true. If you're using
episode.
a camera like a camera or Corsair,
So I'm
you could
meeting
be
up
putting
with a buddy of
menu
mine
on
that I
screen.
met
That's a really good
at Barrier Quad Squad. His name is Evil Bot, which is funny. It's
Zorro,
like
you
Bot, but
Zorro?
he's Evil Bot. Tonight
Zorro says he's coming to DC.
we shall
Zorro,
proceed with the
you're
whooping
not
of the
you're not gonna
gorillas.
gorilla whoop the protest, Zorro, right?
Tonight we shall fly
I really
like
should
the
tell you.
owls do at night, alone
That's just-
and
I'm just playing it up for the live stream.
free. Right.
Below the trees, no
So yeah,
IDs.
we're gonna go fly, but I shall warn you, I must
Joseph-
gorilla whoop first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to
Joseph,
go
Joe,
gorilla
our
whooping
friend
first.
Joe there.
So
Says my CO1
with no
isn't
further
sending video.
ado, I
Everything
am
was
going to
wired
drive
correctly,
to the
everything appears to be
location
working just fine, but
to
I can't
meet
find
Evil
anything on the
Bot.
goggles. Joseph, here are a couple
and
of
we'll
things I would
go.
try.
We'll
Number
see what
one,
happens after that.
Verify for sure that the VTX is turned on.
Till then,
Every VTX will get at least warm, if not hot, when it's powered on. So if the VTX is cool, then it's probably not turned on. Then you can check with a multimeter to be sure it's getting voltage. If the VTX has any kind of LED or display or light, that could verify that it's powered on. The other thing that can happen is that if you're using Betaflight 4.1,
I'm on
then you have to
location,
set up VTX
and
tables. If your VTX
I'm
table
waiting
is screwed
for
up,
Troy,
then
aka
some VTXs will lock themselves in pit mode.
But it's
Some
freezing out
VTXs
here.
will
But
lock
I'm having a
themselves
little
at
vape.
25 kilowatts. I'm not 100% sure.
Right? Great.
If they don't like the VTX
We're here
table, they
again.
kind of try
It's
to
lit.
shut down. And
It's
maybe
Evil
that
Bot.
the VTX
Evil.
table is screwed up, and
And,
Boss said it's evil.
that.
Yes,
I
not
would
for you.
normally
He's just
expect
like
it to have
Bot,
at
but
least some visible
he has a
signal.
job and
Yeah. Might be
What
either
you
slightly
can
more
do is
crooked.
You can
Oh.
go to the ports tab, disable smart audio. Then the VTX
so
will just like be
here-
like, oh, okay, everything's cool now.
Evil Bot
And then you
didn't
can
have
move it, and then
a
come
whoop.
back. Those are a couple
I give him
things
a
you
whoop
can
so he
check.
can have, but it's not bound and all that
But you
shit.
definitely,
So
if
it's
you're
gonna
only
take
seeing
time.
static in the goggles,
Gotta
you
do some
definitely
things.
need to be
You gotta do
sure
some
to get
things,
the
get
VTX
used to it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna go gorilla gripping together. But for now, I'm just gonna go real quick and knock one out.
400 feet or
And
below
then-
should be
Well,
free
spot you.
for
Make sure no
show.
one jacks your shit.
You need a wingman. When you go gorilla whooping, I go alone like a rogue.
I have two
I
motors
go like
that
a
don't
rogue
spin on the same
fucking
side.
Romanian.
It says,
Yeah.
go
And
So-
then people will just come around and just poke
yeah,
at you, and you don't even know what they're
motor that
doing.
doesn't
Yeah,
spin,
you don't even know
swap
what's
the motor.
happening.
needs that?
Who needs it?
If that
Do
still
I?
doesn't spin,
No.
you swap to the
Alright,
ESC.
so we're
That's
gonna go in there
Yeah,
and
two
we'll
of
see
them.
you later.
Then it does point to the ESC.
We're inside. It's Target.
Yeah. Look at this nice table we have.
There he is again.
It's on sale.
We have a table. We have a
Leo
whole table.
Simmons.
So we're gonna set up shop.
Leo Simmons says,
Troy's gonna be the
I
cameraman.
try not to use DJI
I have
FPV
a
goggles. I
perfect
heard
view.
they use 5G and can cause brain cancer.
Zorro setting up.
No, I mean, I don't know if you're joking or
Always
not,
wipe
Leo.
your lens
5G
off.
doesn't cause
Yeah.
cancer.
Rule number one.
Great.
The kind of radiation
Now we
that causes
are
cancer is called
on and popping.
ionizing radiation. It is the kind of
You know what? I
radiation
think
like
it is
alpha,
smeared.
beta, gamma
It's
particles.
smeared.
Never radiation.
Get the smear out, right?
The Incredible Hulk. 5G radiation is microwave radiation. Basically, it's not
Yeah.
energetic enough to cause the kind of
Really?
damage that causes cancer. All it does is raise the temperature of your
So
body
24
tissue.
times that.
Is
So
48? 42?
obviously,
42. Yeah.
if you got into a microwave
42. It's
oven
always
and turned
42.
it on,
Yeah.
you'd
Yeah.
be cooked.
That's how it
That
always
would be
goes.
very
Yeah.
bad for you.
It's the answer.
Having 5G radiation
outward.
near your body